So today on the 19th of November, I logged into my favorite game, World of Warships, and I see that Black Friday is here yet again. So I was thinking, since I have like 500 something doubloons, let's see what we can potentially get out of the event from the currently available bundles, as you might be probably interested as well of what you might expect. It seems like they have added a bunch of new ships which you might be able to acquire. So there are new B-type variants such as Palmer, Yoshino, and other ships. However, the older ones are making a return, so Alaska B, Massachusetts B, and ships which are currently not able to be researched or obtained through either free experience or doubloons in the premium shop. So let's go take a look and see what we can get out of this. For those of you who are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithms and for me to reach a much larger audience. Thank you, and let's get to it. So Black Friday will last for 13 days. It seems that there are a bunch of bundles which you are able to obtain. The final one is the Dunkerque B. So yeah, that might be an interesting option for 2,000. However, keep in mind that you will need to keep adding up these bundles, which will cost you, and if we put it into retrospect, I will actually pull a calculator and we're gonna add it all up, because if I would do this in my head, well, then we would be here for quite a long time, and I'm quite sure none of you are interested in my horrible math skills. So when we start to add up the cost, we get a Black Friday container. Now this container might obtain a huge chunk of things. Just keep in mind that wargaming has different value for items than you do. If you are putting down money for loot crates such as these, or eventually when I will make the Christmas loot crate video, you will realize that wargaming is really capable of handing out stuff like camouflage and signals, but they are not that keen on handing you ships. So you might still have to rely on purchasing some of these additional bundles or containers in order to get better value. The question is, where do you get better value? Do you get better value for one Black Friday container, which might contain the same type of stuff? Or do you have it out of these smaller ones, which cost only 99 doubloons? I can tell you right now, the chances are most likely what you're gonna come across is either free experience or elite commander points. It's less likely you're gonna get doubloons. These are the least likely things which you will get, and then you have also a small chance you get a ship. And on top of it, it's not really safe to say that you are gonna get the B-type ship which you might get, considering the fact that Yoshino, Palmer, these ships can be still researched and obtained in the armory through the acquisition of the coal. You are still able to get the basic ships without the B typing, and you might still have a different type of permanent camouflage, as usually if you have the black one, it draws attention. And last year when Jean Bart B was released, a lot of players used to use that ship. It still played a lot, and they still use the black camouflage, and people really like to shoot at them, so keep that in mind. So we go with 99 plus 99 plus 99, okay? So that's 3. Then it adds up to 199. Then we have additional 199, which is the worst value ever. You really don't want to be buying with real life money, the in-game currency, because the in-game currency is the easiest thing to obtain. So this is a horrible bundle. Then we have another container. So this one is similar to these, but now they are pricier, and actually you have to pay the 199. You do get 2 of them, but still 99 and 99 is 1 doubloon less than they are asking for. But okay, let's just humor them. And then what do we have? Then we have to add up this. We get the Shadow Lurker, so this is a camouflage, which gives you the experience per battle boost, free experience boost. It reduces the detectability, and it gives a nice boost to a commander. So that's a kind of overpriced camouflage, but okay. Then we have this container. Then we have coal. Again, coal is kind of really difficult to be putting into a monetary value because you can be getting 3 crates a day where you can come across from 400 up to 1,200 coal. So it's gonna take you a while to save up for a ship or a commander or some specialized upgrade for your ship, but buying coal is not the best thing. It's definitely better than getting the in-game currency, that's for sure. But at least we know what we are sitting at. So it looks like it's always 3 times a bundle of the same price. And then we get to the last 2 bundles. The Distant Voyage container is one of the worst things Wargaming has released this year, because if you take a look at it, you are able to get either a special set of signals or camouflage, or you can get a permanent camouflage. During the summer sale, or during whichever event it was, when you were able to obtain these, hell, even during the research of the Dutch cruiser in the dockyard, you were able to acquire a bunch of these loot crates. And honestly, it's really nice to show you that you can get like a permanent camouflage for some of these ships which are played quite a lot, but there is a full list, and on top of it you can actually get the specialized signals too. And because Wargaming tends to give out these specialized signals altogether, it's more likely you're gonna actually obtain one of these, or you're gonna get a permanent camouflage for a ship which you will never play or you never heard of before. So depending on how much time you actually spend with the game, these are really horrible loot crates. So just to be warned, they are really not great. And then there is a 10 days of premium account for 399 as well. So overall, if you add up all of these bundles before you even get to Dunkirk, you have to spend 2,589 doubloons. If we would go into the premium store in order to see what's the equivalent of this, it shows that you would not have enough if you would go with the 8 euros 10 cents, or if you use different currency where you live, of course. Keep that in mind, but this will not be enough. It's intentionally set up so that you would have to go for the larger bundle, or if you have a couple of doubloons left over, you can combine them with these. But then again, of course, you're gonna be left without any doubloons whatsoever, and you're still gonna be forced to purchase additional doubloons in case you would want to get the Dunkirk. So I'm not really sure if we can take a look at the ship right now. I do not tend to play the French tech tree that much, and so I cannot really tell you if this is such a great purchase. This is a tier 6 ship. I have actually acquired in the last Christmas Loot Crate Bonanza, or the Dunkirk regular one, and I play it minimally. So it's not the best ship. The dispersion of the guns is not that great, and considering that you can go against ships of tier 8, it's not really the best way to approach this. Then you have, of course, these bundles where you can get these premium containers. So they are all over the place with their value. I can tell you right now, because I'm working on the Christmas Loot Crate episode already, even before they are released, I just want to inform you, the viewer, of what to expect. When you take a look at what is listed first and then are listed the new ships which you can get, 70% of all the bundles which you are gonna get out of the loot crates are located in this first section, and then like this is the last 30 to 20%. It's not guaranteed that you are gonna get a ship, and therefore you are gonna go and purchase probably more of these containers in hopes that you might get the premium ship which you might get. I have received Saipan in the Christmas event, so I was actually pleased with the ship. It is almost as of midway. The thing to keep in mind is that usually if you have premium tier 8 ships, they are partial piece of tier 10 vessels. So for example, this is a part of what you might get if you research the entire American carrier tech tree, and if you get the midway, you're actually gonna have larger squadrons and more planes. But of course, because this is a premium ship, you are working with lower tier. You might still go against ships of tier 10, but you have also the premium multiplier. There is absolutely no difference if you have a successful match in, let's say, Tirpitz and Tirpitz B. The ships will perform the same, depending on what type of camouflage, what type of signals, and what type of special signals you equip. The equivalent is the same. This is just a way for wargaming to introduce a way to either bait players into spending more money for a ship which they would be able to acquire in different way, or B, if you are lucky enough, you might get the ship of the B type, but the chances are you're not gonna get specifically the ship which you want. So as you can see, there is a large variety of ships of multiple nations. Primarily they focus on the Americans or the Germans. You have the Alaska, you have the Massachusetts, because Alaska can no longer be acquired for 1 million free experience, or Massachusetts has been removed from the premium store, you cannot get them. Tirpitz is still available, Otago is available, and whenever there is a specialized event, there is one variety of Otago. Scharnhorst is available, Graf Giuseppe is available, Kaga is available, but of course Kaga will cost you the $11,000 or 12,000 doubloons, so it's gonna be up to $40 or euros or whatever currency you are working with where you live in. So this might be an interesting way for you to get a couple of things. However, some of these bundles which you have to go over, like for example this one, are absolutely not worth your money. So I'm gonna probably try to see what I can do here. I'm gonna most likely try to get a couple of these bundles just so that I can showcase what they would do. And then we're gonna probably get like 5 of these just for the hell of it, so that you know what to expect. However, keep in mind what I said. Based on the recommendation and the overall experience with other events such as the Black Friday or Christmas event or summer sale or the 6th-year anniversary or whenever loot crates are introduced, majority of the reward is located over here, because wargaming values camouflage, specialized signals, and signals far less than you do, and that is why primarily you are gonna get these things as a potential reward instead of you actually getting the ship which you might want to get. So even if you would be lucky enough to, for example, get a ship, it might not be exactly the one which you want. For example, I can tell you Yoshi is an amazing Japanese tier 10 cruisers. It has great range on either the primary armament, it has 20 kilometers on torpedoes, you can set up fires with this thing, it's definitely better than Azuma. Azuma does not have the torpedoes, so you can only use your primary armament. Pommern and the other ships are also great if you use them properly. However, because majority of these ships are available in the shop if you would go there, I'm not really sure if it's that reasonable for you to consider this. So if we would go, for example, for this, you can see Graf Giuseppe or Zeppelin is there. You have also the other ships which are currently available. Kaga is here, and you can of course even find the Otago and all these other vessels. However, the key is to not keep looking at the price through actually the doubloons. Do not do this, because if you take a look at the ships in this value, you are gonna lose out. The best way to take a look at these ships is to go actually through the premium store within the game. Because if you go into the premium store, this is where you will see the adequate amount of money that they are asking for. So for example, if you want to get all the ships of B type, you would have to spend over 259 euros. And honestly, I can tell you this is 2 months rent for me, or over a year of electric bill or something like that. So there's no chance in hell I would ever pay for this. And then you have also the other variety with the different ships which you can get. You still are able to get the Jean Bars, so that's making a return. You can get Cossack, Atlanta, Kaga, Tirpitz, Otago, but it depends of course on what your preference is. What is the nation that you tend to play with? For example, asking for almost 100 euros for a ship which you can get out of the armory for coal, that's kind of horrible. So definitely do not do this. Do not try to get fooled by some of these things, and always make sure to look up the price which they are asking for. Is it worth for you to grind the game for 1 year and get 1 million EXP through which you can acquire a gear or a Zuma? Or is it more convenient for you to just chill out the money because you know that you don't have that much time? That is what is important question to be asked, and always make sure to check out the prices like this, because then you can compare what they might be asking for when it comes to some of these ships or when it comes to some of the other ones. If they are asking for 53.90, which is 15% discount for a Pommern, which you can still get for coal, it's completely illogical for you to even consider this. If it is a ship such as Massachusetts or Alaska, which has been removed and will be removed for quite a long time out of the dockyard or armory or the tech tree, then you might start considering your options. However, if you go into the premium containers expecting to acquire specifically the ship which you might get, you will be disappointed, and then you will see YouTube filled with videos such as the Black Friday is rigged or the Christmas event is rigged. So just keep that in mind. Make sure to make the right educated choice. These crates can be valuable for you, but it depends mostly on how much time can you dedicate to the game itself. So keep that in mind. Make sure to subscribe. And I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day and pleasant weekend ahead, and hopefully I can count on your subscription, and I will see you at the next one or in the comment section. Let me know what you think about asking almost 100 euros or whatever currency you use in your country for a ship which you can get simply by getting coal. So getting coal, not that difficult. This has been done in a couple of months, and it's still going up, and it's gonna keep going up, because getting the basic containers is not that difficult. You just need to play the game smart, enjoy your time. Okay, let's give my hard-earned cash for this BS. How many do I get? I get 1? Wait, no, I get 10. Okay. Still a horrible deal. This is absolutely horrible, because you can obtain these just by fulfilling combat missions. Seriously, this is the worst bundle of them all. This is probably even worse than the one for the in-game currency. Just take a look at this. If you do these recurring bundles or missions, you can get 2 of them just for following these things, and on top of it you get even more signals and more camouflage. So really horrible value. I do not recommend some of these bundles at all. No, okay, now that's lucky. That's lucky. This usually never happens. I was so expecting some BS ship. This is lucky. So they are much cheaper, but they give you far less camouflage. This is absolutely overpriced. And I think now I'm just getting into the regular containers which I have from fulfilling the missions and playing the game in general. So specialized signals primarily. And these are usually offered whenever you participate in whatever event. So these are just the regular ones. So as I mentioned, over 70% or 80% has been just camouflage. I have received the Elite Commander experience, which can help you level up your commander, or if you want to rebuild your captain's commander skills and you don't want to waste doubloons on it, you can use that. But you're gonna get mostly this. I did not expect to get the Jean Bart. I was usually expecting to get something far worse. I got maybe lucky, but it's only because I have spent certain amount of money. So know that if you're gonna go into this, and if you're gonna be buying these specialized containers, it might not look the best, or you might not get the value which you might expect. So thank you for watching, and see you at the next one.